In this section, we're going to talk about the complete multi-part upload S3 API, and this is the final step in a three-step process of uploading multi-part files. The first is the create multi-part upload request, where you get a unique key that corresponds to that upload request. The second is the upload part API, which you use to upload kind of chunks of your data. And the third is actually signifying that you're done. So all those parts are now uploaded. So you need to use this API to signify to S3 that you're done uploading. And then that file name is now, or that file rather, is going to become available on the S3 system. So let's look at some bits here, because there's some important details here about this API call that I want to get into. So what do we got? So you first initiate the multi-part upload, then you upload all the parts. That's basically what I just discussed. In the complete request, you must provide the parts list. So as I spoke about in the previous, you need to specify between 1 and 10,000 at most parts when you're uploading parts to the multi-part upload. So you need to specify all the list of items that you're uploading as part of this request, as part of the completion request. So for instance, if you had 10 chunks and they were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you would pass in a list of 10 IDs here in the input. And what else do we got here? Concatenates the parts that you provide, blah, 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 blah. And again, you must provide the part number and the e-tag value after the part was uploaded. So when you're using the upload part API, you'll get an e-tag value out of every request, and you need to provide those in every one of those, depending on how many chunks you have. Obviously, the number of these will be different, but you need to provide those in the complete multi-part upload request, or else it's going to fail on you. So we see here as well that it could take several minutes to complete. So you may have a long-lasting request here when you're calling this API. So it'll just keep the connection open and keep on sending white space. That's essentially what this is telling us. So that's the important bits for this. Obviously, you need the correct permissions for it, so don't forget that. Now let's quickly go over to how this looks like in NodeJS using the NodeJS SDK. So to call this API, we need to do a bunch of things. We have the bucket ID, or the bucket name, the file name, the upload ID, which you get from creating the bucket initially. And then here's where you specify the juicy bits for the multi-part upload. So you need to specify that there's parts, and there's obviously going to be multiple parts. So this is going to have, if you have 2 parts, then you'll have 2 items in this array. And so you provide for each part that you have the e-tag of that part and the part number, whether that be between 1 and 10,000. And then the request payer, it can either be the requester or the owner, so you specify who pays here. Then you just call the complete multi-part upload API using the params and callback. If it's an error, it'll error out. If it's a success, you just log the data, and there's not really much that's returned back to you that's meaningful. So hopefully this video has been useful. If you liked it, be sure to check out my other videos, and as always, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.